Capricorn, welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy belated birthday. Like, sorry I missed it, yo. Like, but I'm here now. So we're gonna do this mid-month-ish February reading. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for Capricorn, February 2018, to help to put them along the path of their highest good? Spirit, what messages do you have for Capricorn? What's up, Capricorn? You feeling a little restricted? There we go. There's one. A little restricted. And I know it's your birthday season. I know it's Aquarius season, which is still, in my mind, sort of like Capricorn season with a twist. And so there is this energy of, I guess you could say, restriction, revealing the truth in my mind, because Saturn sort of represents those lessons that we don't always want to have to heed, but that we must. And especially with it being, you know, this whole transit of Saturn going into Capricorn from being in Sagittarius for like 2.5 years, there's a lot to be learned, okay, and a lot to sort of be rectified during this time. So, all right, in true Capricornian fashion, you guys have the Ten of Wands, the Emperor, the King of Cups, the Star, and the Queen of Swords. Right off the bat, these kings and queens, right? I feel like it's a time for you to, first of all, tap into your opposite energy, okay? A few Capricorns that I know have been talking a lot about, or even the Cancers that I know, which that's you guys' opposite, have been talking about sort of embodying the energy of the opposite. And so I feel like these two things sort of completely encapsulate that idea, right? So you've got the King of Cups, King of Cups, right? Which is, in my mind, the Cancer. It's the ultimate embodiment of one's external emotional needs, right? Because men are external, right? And the cups are inherently a feminine quality, a feminine element, right? So it's connecting with your need to take authority over your emotions, taking control of your emotions, being in control of how you deal with them, of how you exert them to another person. And then there's this sort of almost Capricorn. It's really, in my mind, more Aquarius, but they're ruled by the same planet. That's that Saturn influence, right? So it's that rod of truth, that sword of truth, that cutting truth that can be that Capricorn energy. You know, I think Capricorn is even a feminine energy, but it has, when you hear people talk about it, it has a very masculine connotation to its traits and characteristics, to where people think that Capricorns are not emotional, and people think Capricorns are just such hard bodies and they don't feel anything, which is a complete and total lie. It's just the way by which they choose to externalize it. With this card, you know, the sword being the element of externalization, you know, with the woman being the feminine energy. And here it's being flipped, where the element is internal, but the suit is external, right? That to me represents the Capricorn Cancer paradigm. And so I think that this season is really asking you to find that balance within yourself. There is an issue here with taking on, all right, you guys always want to be in control of your situation, in control of your life. You guys always want to be on top of things. Books are always kept. The discipline arena is never an issue with you guys. It's almost like y'all can do that shit with your eyes closed, okay? And you wonder how other people can be so damn dense and dumb to how the external world works, because you guys, you know, you sit at the top of the chart. With Aries starting at the first house, the 10th house is represented by Capricorn, which is our most outward show of, I guess you could say, our reputation, our status quo, our careers, what we do for work, what we're known for. 6th house is kind of what we do for work. 10th house is what we do for work too. It's more so how we're known. 6th house is just what we do on a day-to-day, okay? So I would say 10th house would more represent career. It's a very Capricornian energy there. And with the Emperor, he's a very Capricornian energy to me. You know, speaking about, he's a Saturnian energy. I'll just put it that way. The father figure, the authority, to know what is right, what is wrong, what it is that you need to do. Coming in touch with your responsibilities, coming in touch with your, the things that you put on your back, the burdens that we carry in order to stake our claim in the world, right? And so then you have this 10 of Wands, which is just further reinforcing this Emperor energy, except for it's something that I feel like Capricorns are always very self-motivated as far as like taking on responsibility. But I feel this need for you to want to figure out what makes you special. You guys really want to know, you want to identify with that sort of Aquarian energy within yourself, the what makes you one in a million. And I feel like it might be that you can balance the emotional with the practical, and tapping more into that, or these energies, tapping more into these energies, being in control of your emotions, which is something that you do almost like an instinct, but also not being afraid to be bossy, not being afraid to tell the truth, not being afraid to hit people where it hurts, kind of. And I'm not trying to inspire anybody to be like negative, and I don't take those things as negativity, but I think sometimes the Capricorn energy can come off as a bit harsh, or even a bit like sterile, you know what I mean? But it's not to say that you guys are void of emotion. It's just the way that you guys choose to express it comes out differently. And so in this new endeavor, it's almost like, all right, I'm getting this feeling that you want to take on more than it is that you can handle. I mean, in the responsibility thing, like I said, you guys always take up for other people. You guys always pick up the slack, you know, and it's because you have this, you can see where things need to be done and how things need to be done. So well that it's like, why don't I just do it for you? You clearly don't understand what's going on. Let me just do it for you. But that also can be to your own demise. That can be to your own detriment. Like, I almost feel like you need to either go out on a limb and be that independent party that just doesn't take anyone else into consideration and suffer the blows of having to hold all that on your own, or do that. I don't see an or. Let me see. Spirit, can you clarify with me what this exactly means? Yeah, something that you thought was going to be fulfilling to you, or something that you thought was going to take care of you, or something that you thought was going to nurture or coddle you or be of service to you emotionally or spiritually, even maybe even resourcefully, I'll be honest, is not, and you're just stressing yourself out. Now there is, hold on one second, there is this energy of the Page of Cups. So there is this other thing that's sort of coming in for you that feels like it could take the place of whatever this was supposed to be. And man, you guys are just so freaking rigid sometimes. I just don't even know how to break through this whole energy of what's going on. It's kind of like a self-righteous energy. It's like, who can deny the Emperor of his, you know, necessary energy? Who can deny the Queen of Wands of her truth and what it is that she brings to the table? Who can deny the King of Cups of his sweetness and what that means to another person? I feel like you are looking to sort of shine in your life. You're looking to feel and be special. You're looking to, I wouldn't say release yourself of these burdens, because you like to have burdens. I'm just going to be honest. Every Capricorn that I know will offer themselves to people as a way to feel useful. You guys like to feel useful, excuse me. And that's part of your gift. That's part of your essence. But I feel like you're sort of lacking in a little bit of that sweet energy that you have. Because even with this being the king, it's like you want that show of emotion. You want that, that nurturing, that outward, like, don't have to ask for it, it's already taken care of type of nurturing that you guys don't even provide to yourselves. Capricorns carry a lot of energy of like worry because they are the emperor. They always do want to stay on top of things. And I feel like at this point, you're realizing that you're not being fed emotionally. You're not allowing yourself to be fed emotionally. And you're realizing it's time to walk away from something that is not feeding you emotionally. Any last messages, Spirit, for this? Yeah, the Page of Cups is like, it's a younger energy. It's something that you guys might not be exactly comfortable with because cups take a lot of faith. You have to have faith to believe in the power of the cups. Because it's not always something tangible that you can just measure, right? Or something that you can hold in your hand or something that you can readily see. It's an energy exchange. It's an offer. It's an emotional, vibrational offer towards some sort of level of fulfillment. And that can seem risky as hell to y'all. Because even within this, you want that external show of what is it that you can do, what can you provide me, right? And the cups are not always about that. They like, listen, chill, I got you, lay back. That's not Capricorn style at all, period. You might act like you're doing that, but internally you still carrying all this weight. You're carrying all these burdens. You're carrying all these ideas that you are almost afraid to let out. It's like the emperor encapsulates them within you. And that is your tea. That is what makes you special. That is what makes you you. So, but as I asked for clarity, I got the Four of Cups. So it's almost like you see this thing as too good to be true. You see this thing as a pie in the sky. And maybe you should ask yourself, if you're ready to release those burdens, if you're ready to take that leap of faith towards doing something or accepting some sort of offer, because the page is definitely another person. Accepting some sort of offer towards something that you said that you've always wanted, which would be that more internal vulnerability that's like hard to see. It's hard to see your vulnerability because, like I said, even though this is the queen, this is a woman, she's got the sword in her hand. She's defensive. She's all about the truth, what's real. And she ain't afraid to crack no heads with that. And then even though this is the cup energy, it's still a man. There's still a lot of ego attached to it. There's still a lot of, you need to, the reverence behind it. It's not just, I'm not any old girl. And I know a lot of Capricorns have that masculine energy to where it's hard to penetrate. And even when people think that they have gotten beneath the surface, there's still all of this sort of hidden away within the boundaries of this emperor energy where it's like, I'm the ruler of my reality. I'm the ruler of myself. You can't penetrate this to even see all of the battles that I'm facing, all the ideas that I have, all of the things I want, because I deem you incapable. You guys have a hard time with doing that too, thinking other people are incapable of debunking your world or filling in your spaces where you lack, where you need that Cancer energy sort of. And that doesn't necessarily say it has to come from an outside influence, but the Page of Cups is definitely somebody that will represent that energy for you. And it could be you needing to, or you deciding to give them a chance, or it could be you deciding to give yourself that chance. And that's where the real power comes in, as far as like deciding to unearth that element within yourself. But people are how we learn lessons. People are definitely how we are given a lot of the lessons that we accumulate in life. So being open to that, I feel like would not hurt. It's a part of what makes you special. It's a part of your star. Let me see. Because you need to feel special. You really, really feel like you need to feel special right now. And you kind of want somebody to come help you take these down. But at the same time, you don't. At the same time, you don't. You just want to feel. I heard Angela Yee. If anybody watches The Breakfast Club, she was doing this interview with, who was it? It was her, Charlemagne, DJ Envy. And they were talking to somebody about, it was a woman. Who was the woman? She was like, sometimes you want a man around not because you need them, but because you want them. Because you want them to be around. You might not even need that dude for anything, but you just want him for his opinion sometimes. You respect him so much. And you realize that men do need to be needed. So you'll make the space to call him and ask him certain things that you could decide on your own, but you just want him to feel like, he's being considered in your life and that his opinion matters to you, and you want him to feel, I was going to say worthy, not necessarily worthy, but you want him to feel like he has a place in your heart, you know, to the point where you would even, a strong woman like you would consider to ask this man, who were they interviewing? Because I want y'all to go watch that interview. It was Amanda Seales. That would be a good interview for you guys. She's a Cancer. And Angela Yee is a Capricorn. Go look it up, The Breakfast Club on YouTube. So the love cards that you have, you got engagement, let go of control issues, and codependency. All right, so off the bat, codependency is definitely a Cancerian issue that I feel like a lot of you guys take on without even realizing that you take it on. Capricorn is so, excuse me, I got neck problems. Capricorn is so independent. Sometimes the only way to have another person in your life is to become codependent on them emotionally. It's almost like everybody needs somebody. Capricorn doesn't want to have to admit to needing anybody, but really Capricorn does need somebody. They might not need a lot of people. They don't need a lot of friends. They don't need a lot of acquaintances. They don't need a lot of work buddies. They can deal with being in the office all by themselves. But when it's time to go to lunch, they will come out and be like, hey, have you eaten? Hey, have you? Because they secretly want the company. They just want the boundaries to be up. They want to be able to let you in when they want. And so with that comes this level of detached codependency. It's very weird. Aquarius share this too. It's no secret. My best friend is a Capricorn woman. I'm her best friend, and we have this thing that's like understanding that's like sometimes we realize that we need our space, and we both respect that, and we both operate on that plane. So it's never a thing where it's like, why didn't you call me? You saw me calling you. Why didn't you answer? Why didn't you text me? Nah. Like, we know when the buck gets tough, we're gonna call each other and we're gonna let each other know everything. And we feel safe within that realm. But with other people, it gets sketchy. Like, we often talk about other friends. It's like, yo, they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell them everything. I can't let them know because I feel like they'll use it against me, or they'll judge me, or they'll think they know me and they don't. So within that, there is this realm of lifelong, since we were 5 years old, codependency. And I don't think that is necessarily a horrible thing. It's just, it can add to that energy of needing to always be in control, the way that Capricorn does codependency. There's another Capricorn that I had in my life that she loved being in control to the point where she made it so that she was technically like low-key trying to be codependent on me, but she was giving me things in my time of need. Like, I was down. Okay, I had a period in my life where I had gotten into a bad car accident, lost my job. Like, a lot of stuff happened to where she was like, oh, you need a ride? I'll come get you. Oh, you need some food? I'll come bring you some. Oh, you need to go here? I'll take you here. Or, oh, you need some company? I'll be there. Like, and it felt, there's actually a few Capricorns that have been that way in my life. And it felt like weird because with my best friend, we have this common, or not common, but this consensual almost agreement. Like, it's very Capricorn Aquarius. Like, we have this unwritten contract between ourselves that, you know, we understand. There's terms and conditions that we can deal with. We've agreed to. These other Capricorns, however, it's like this opportunist edge to everything. It's like they want to hook up or link up in an effort to have some sort of control over the situation. They need that authority in the situation in order to feel like it's necessary for them. And I don't know if this is hitting home for anybody. It's true for me. I've talked to a few people about it, and I feel like it's something that many of us can share these sentiments. But I say all this to say, let go of the control issues, Capricorn. I feel like even within the Cancer element of the codependency, there's this need to nurture another. But it's almost like within that, you want to be the authority. You know, Cancer and Capricorn are the mother, Cancer, and the father, Capricorn. So it's always a standing over another type of energy until you can meet your match, right? And the only way that you can actually meet your match is to, like my best friend, I feel like, at least with me, you know, we have let go of the control issue over one another to the point where we allow each other to be our own authority. And we see each other as sisters as opposed to the giver and the taker, as far as the codependent paradigm goes. But with some Capricorn, it's like sometimes you only attach yourself, engagement. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, blah, blah. With love partners even, you will engage yourself with people who you can stand over. people that you can be the authority to, even if it's a silent authority, even if it's a, like you said, you don't know how to do this, you stupid. Let me tell you how to do this. You don't know how to pay the bills. Just give me the money, boy, and I'll pay the bills. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, you're internalizing those burdens. Yeah, the idea of, okay, well, let's live together. Let's have a place. It's fun, and it's like something that you feel like you wanted. It's an idea that you feel like you wanted. Yeah, we can both pay half the rent, da, da, da. But then you get into it, and it's like, man, this dude is stupid. He is dumb. He don't understand how to do nothing. Like, I just wish I could be taken care of. I wish somebody knew the truth. I wish somebody could see what it is that I need and do it for me. But no, that's never going to happen. Or at least never going to happen in the space that you're in. So maybe you should walk the fuck away and get into a new space where somebody is clearly offering you what it is that you're missing. You might not see it as a mature decision, because Capricorn needs to think things through. And they might even give some shit a trial run before they go full head off into it. But what I'm saying is, please, I'm just going to be real with y'all in this transitional period for us. Because with Saturn coming in Capricorn, it's going to put the blow, it's putting the gavel down. Whatever you need it. I feel like Capricorn especially needs this in the area of themselves, how they see themselves, how they move through the world. It's the sun, right? Where the light is shining in your chart, where you see yourself as being responsible, where you see yourself as being dutiful, as being present in your life, right? Don't attach yourself to situations knowingly that you know are going to force you to be codependent in a way that puts it so that you have to create this control dynamic for yourself. I think that channeling into that that Cancer energy, whereas kind of like nurturing from an internal standpoint and letting yourself be nurtured as well, through allowing your internal needs to be satisfied, maybe by another, maybe by yourself, can put you in a position to really begin to fulfill your own destiny. Whereas you're still going to be a Capricorn at the end of the day. You're still going to need to rule over something. But I feel like maybe a lot of Capricorns take survival as this, because survival is a heavy thing within that Cancer Capricorn opposition too. Needing to stay above water, not allowing another person to bring you down. So sometimes you hitch people onto your cart and then get mad at them for being on your cart. Well, bitch, you did it. You know what I'm saying? So realize you need to be in control of something. But it doesn't always have to be at this fight or flight expense, or at this, oh, everything is so serious, like my life. Sometimes you can let another person take some of those blows off your back. Take some of those, I keep saying blows. Take some of those wands off your back so that you can begin to structure your life. The passionate part, the part that makes you of service to the rest of society, the thing that makes you special, the thing that makes you valuable to the rest of us. You know, sometimes it ain't about what's going on in your internal world. Sometimes you need help getting the pressure off of you in your internal world so that you can exist in the external world, so that you can create that name for yourself, that reputation that you want so badly. You know, I think a thing with Capricorn too is you guys focus so much on the status quo. Like sometimes that's why y'all had in marriages. I'm sorry, I love y'all, but sometimes y'all had in marriages that's like falling the fuck apart. But on the outside looking in, yeah, you married a congressman. Yeah, you guys have 3 beautiful children, but one of the children is in the house doing drugs, the other one cutting people up, cutting themselves up or whatever, and the other one is, you know, it's just you're hiding things. You're not happy at home. You're not happy internally, and it might not even be something your partner is privy to. That's the thing. It might not be something that your roommate is privy to. That's the thing. It might be something within yourself that you're like looking at this person that's in your space, or looking at yourself. Like, man, why do I do this to myself? You don't even know what you're doing, but you always so focused on trying to make it seem like you got everything under control when you don't. And it's okay to take that, the breath of fresh air is like the thing that you thought never would be true. Somebody is offering it to you, and that realistic Capricorn edge is making it so you're like, oh, is this true? Is it? You might even be being mean to somebody, trying to hit them with the truths that work against them, that work against their favor, to try to convince them that they don't got the chops. You can handle me. You couldn't deal with me. But you're not even really giving that person a chance, I don't think, because you're so guarded. Where's that Emperor? So guarded. You know everything. Nobody could tell you nothing. But really, it's a whole nother section of yourself emotionally that you do not acknowledge. I'm going to just be honest with you. I know way too many Capricorns. Okay, let's go with this Sonia Coquette deck. I'm such a clown. Spirit, what energy can we incorporate into the Capricornian experience? I don't know. Oh my God, I'm so sick of y'all. Give me some more cards, please, Spirit, so we can really get the full, well-rounded picture. Okay. Dang it. All right, I'm not taking. All right, I'll take them. Whatever I asked for. All right. Eek, eek. I need to put my chair closer to the ground, but I'm only 4'11", so it's kind of hard sometimes. I claim 5 feet. Yes, I'll be lying sometimes because I get sick of people. You're bite size. You're fun size. I'm a grown lady. Get up off my back. All right, so. All right. Okay, Capricorn, I'm with it. All right, claim your boundaries, which is something, as I said, I'm sick of y'all. You have no issue doing this. Then that's why I tried to tell you earlier, you are always going to be Capricorn. Nobody can take that from you. You can't take that from you. You're going to need to be in control of something. Every Capricorn that I know works in some sort of area where they rule the environment. Whether it's administration, whether it's being the boss of an, administration, boss of an office space, being a teacher, being someone who gives lessons, someone who monitors a space, being somebody who's like a coordinator, a supervisor. They crave authority because that's where you shine. That is your gift. That's your presence. That's your essence, right? Within that, though, I think that your boundaries sometimes become you. And you almost feel like nobody can tell you anything. And that's where it becomes detrimental to your own success. Because, yeah, you always need to be in control of your life. But, okay, this is one thing I learned from the 48 Laws of Power. That might be something y'all might be interested in looking into. Long read, but it's got a lot of information in it. Where it's like, one in true power does not wish to do everything themselves. Damn, I'm using my phone to record. I would read you the direct quote. I just took a picture of it and sent it to my boss. One in true power knows how to delegate and use others as its extremities. And that gives you the opportunity to actually oversee, right? And I think sometimes Capricorns crave power so much to the point that they think doing everything themselves gives them that edge. But really, it does nothing but tire you out, pull you further away from your joys. You spend all day at the office, then what? You spend all day giving everybody your energy because, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. I don't like the way you did that. Then what? You get kicked off the team because people don't want to deal with your ass. People don't want to deal with that energy. And so I think that creating those boundaries for yourself, realize you are more comfortable in a space where you could at least control your own environment, whether that's home, work, school, whatever. But realizing that those boundaries do not have to be made personal, which means don't bring that shit home. Don't take that stuff too personal. Don't take it to heart if somebody doesn't want to follow you. Because who are you? Just like you rule your life, you think somebody else wants you in their life telling them everything to do? Or do you think it behooves another person's growth and evolution for you to take all the brunt? For them never to have to face the consequence? Because you want to be the damn authority figure so bad that you figure you can take it and everybody else can't? That's insulting. That is just downright insulting. For a person that may love you to tell them that they don't have the chops to fuck with you, that's downright insulting. That Cancer energy does not like the Capricorn energy sometimes because of that. It holds just as much power to be able to control a nurturing home environment or a nurturing incubation station type of energy as it does to rule on the world at large. And there's a lot of similarities there that I feel like y'all don't give that nurturing energy enough credit. Being kind in the way that you say things to people. Not always having to take this energy of being so damn cutting. Or even, you might not say things to people this way, but the way you act hurts people because that shit is not fun. It might be the truth, but damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. Like, did you have to be like, even when you emotional, you not emotional. You're very masculine about the way that you convey your emotions. And sometimes that can serve you because it's a protection for you, but it's a weapon towards anybody else. And I feel like not taking things or making things so personal, which I think you do, but the way that you do stuff is personal to other people. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you, by creating your own boundaries, sometimes you become a weapon to the people around you. It's like you ever seen that girl with the vagina with the teeth in it? You know what I'm saying? Like that type of energy. Like, dang, I just want to get close to you, but then I get up, your pussy got claws and shit. Like, how am I supposed to get close to that? And you like, oh no, it's fine, I don't bite. Yes, the fuck you do. Yes, you do. You do. Whether intentionally or not intentionally. But I think part of that is you guys are doubtful people, okay? Earth signs tend to want to know the real, okay? They don't deal within this realm of all these cups you keep getting. And all this cups, this is doubt. This is resentment. This is dissatisfaction. This is doubt. This is not being happy. This is seeing the worst. Knowing you need to walk away, but being like, but damn, I invested in this. And then seeing what you want and thinking that it's unattainable. And so this card is asking you to expect the best for once. Expect the best. Try to let go of the control issues. You don't always have to be the one who manipulates the situation to be what you want it to be. Let that shit just be. And name your higher self. I think that, like I said, connecting to that Cancer energy will help you to come full circle with your own persona and help you to realize that the totality of who you are is not this uptight emperor, burden carrying, energy of just like truth and effort and energy and expenditure. And sometimes you can find the joys in externalizing your feelings towards people and making it known and making it something enjoyable and fun and walking away from that which doesn't serve you anymore. Because why be in this energy? Why? For what? When you could have this, when you could be up front and straight with people about your feelings. And sometimes feelings don't always have a definite, what am I trying to say? They don't always have a definite end game. Let's say that. And Capricorn is always about the end game. But I mean, life, you want a well-rounded life, no? You want to be fulfilled in different areas and arenas, and that's going to take some risk taking, which is not, y'all don't like to take risks that can't be projected to see what the outcome is going to be. Sometimes you just got to do it, man. Just let go. Let go. All right, with that being said, you guys can always request a personal reading with me by doing one of two things. You can either go to my website, nellnicole.com, and first of all, check out the music page. But then click on that link that says Nell for High Vibe Services. Scroll all the way to the bottom. You type your name in. You request what type of reading you would like, what day and time. It shoots it directly to me, and I can reply back and let you know if I'm available then, what the pricing is going to be like, etc. Or you can email me directly at nellforhighvibe@gmail.com. And again, talk to me directly and let me know all the specs, what it is that you're looking for. I love when you guys comment to let me know if these readings are resonating with you all or not. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. At the end of it is going to be an end card, which is going to include my music video for Dreams, my official single right now. And you can also subscribe to that channel to see what else I'll be posting in the new year. So I love you guys so much. I want nothing but the best for you. So please make it possible for yourselves. Okay, Capricorn? Love you guys. See you later.